Greetings. This is a demonstration of the Wireless Warehouse Lite program in its current incarnation anyway. What you're seeing here is a screencast off of the Android device. On the real device, it's a much larger screen, 10-inch, although it could be used on smaller devices. Originally, this was intended to work on cell phones, but Ash liked the larger screen. Anyway, so what this is a what's called a React Native application. It's built in a programming framework called Expo, which allows you to create web-based iOS and Android-based applications. I know, blah blah blah, TMI. The back end of this is a database program called Supabase. It stores all the data and also stores the images that are taken during this program. Um, the information that comes into this program are backend scripts that run on the Eclipse servers, and they read the transfer orders and pick tickets uh, that are printed on all the printer systems and all the branches, and parses them and puts them into the database to be further processed with this program. Very first step with this is you have to log in with an account. This gives you the authentication into the database for the program to work. It will not allow you to go any further until you log in. So we do a login. I have already logged in several times, so it saved my information. So we're going to do that and log in. If it fails, it'll tell you. If not, log in. Once login is successful, now you can do the rest of the things that you need to do. Um, the buttons on this have been made as large as we can. Try and make this as readable as possible. And if you're wearing gloves, you should be able to operate the program for the most part. Although honestly, I have not tried it with gloves. So the workflow of this should be pretty simple. Realize that the color scheme looks a little whacked, but this was designed to, make it very readable, very easy to press the right things, and not necessarily to look pretty. I'm not going to win any design awards. Anyway, so the way this is intended to be used is a pick ticket is printed. Person with this device goes up to the pick ticket. There's a barcode of the sales order number on the corner of the pick ticket. There's a Bluetooth device scanner that's paired with this. You scan the barcode on the ticket, and the program searches through its database and loads up all the line items to be picked. Um, gives you the count, gives you the locations. And from that, you pick the order. There's additional information screens which we will review briefly to help you pick the order. There's notes in case something goes wrong with the order for the checker, and so forth. As you pick each item, it disappears off the list until you're done, and then you go back and you scan another pick ticket when you're ready. It is possible for multiple pickers to be picking the same order at the same time. Um, the way the program works is such that when one picker is picking one portion of one order, as soon as they're done, it drops off the list. So there's no possibility of two different people trying to pick the same order, picking the same item. Um, so controls built in there. All right, so pick screen, very beginning of this. All right, so as we said, you're at the pick ticket. You scan the barcode on the top of the pick ticket on the right-hand corner. Let's see if I can get this to work. And it's being annoying. There we go. All right. Here we see the information, the ship to name and address for additional identification, the customer PO number to identify one from another, and the number of items for this particular order. In this case, we see it's just one item. As we said, if this were multiple items, several different pickers could pick different parts of this order at the same time if they had same devices. The orders do not have to be picked in order, so they can be picked out of order, up to the discretion of the person doing the picking as to where things are at. So this is not like ordered by location because the software wouldn't know which locations are near each other. That's up to the picker. All right, so you got the item in upper right-hand corner. You're going to see 5 each. That's always going to be what the original order quantity was supposed to be. Um, if there's an overage or shortage, this is intended to be overage or shortage, excuse me, you can decrement this picked, and this is additional verification for the checker that the order was shorted for some reason because you couldn't find enough to complete the order. Um, if you go to this location and you can't figure out what this item is from that description, if you do additional info, it'll give you the rest of the descriptive lines out of Eclipse as to what this thing is. With generic items that might be referenced to 4 or 5 different manufacturers, this comes in handy. And a Panasonic fart fan, not so much. But it's going to give you a little bit more information that might help. The pickers can add additional notes in here for their own edification. If they have trouble identifying it, they could put a little one-liner like the blue box or something like that. Additionally, if they go to save a note, they have to tap save for it to save the changes. If they hit done, then the note's erased. That's done on purpose. An additional button here is location. So if this item is in multiple locations, and if for some strange reason, in this case there was a count of 5, and there's only 4 at that one location, they can tap the location button and see are there other locations or other warehouses that might have other quantities they can pull from to complete the order, just in case the inventory is a little kooky. And here in branch order, it's going to tell you uh, if there's a quantity in other locations. So we see, in this case, branch 2, if for some strange reason they could only find 4 and they needed 5, they can see branch 3, the overflow location, has got 2,508. I can run down and grab one from there. So a little extra convenience. All right, so we do done there. Um, there's an additional feature to if, for part numbers that are really ambiguous and long, or, they're been working for 10 hours and their mind's a little hazy and such, they want some extra positive confirmation. You can press this UPC button and use the barcode scanner to scan the UPC off the package. And if it matches, the system will give you an additional, yep, that's the right thing. Hopefully that will get used a lot as we go forward. It is not a showstopper, it's an option. If it doesn't match, it's just going to warn you it doesn't match. It's up to the user's discretion as to whether or not they've got the right item or not. The software will not stop them from picking the order. All right. So at this point, we select picked, and we see, okay, since it was only one item order, that's all there was. In this case, we'd hit clear and be ready for the next order to be scanned. All right. The next part of the program would be the checking process. So we go into the check order and scan the number again. And okay, yeah, here's our one item. And yeah, okay, so we see that the quantity was supposed to be 5, upper right-hand corner. What has been picked so far is 5. If it was shorted, it would show 4, and that extra verification to the checker that, hey, this doesn't match the total quantity for some reason. And they can add an additional note on here as to why it was shorted, broken, couldn't find, brain fart, whatever it was. They also have the ability to select the UPC and scan it for extra confirmation, because a box is a box is a box. It's easy to get confused. And the info information, um, just like before, with additional locations. If something's shorted, and maybe they can arrange a transfer from another branch or something before the order goes out. Okay, once they've done all these things and they're ready to check the item, as per Ash's orders, he wants photographs of every item on every order and the order after it's been shrink wrapped and put on a pallet. So this check order process, you hit checked, and I don't have any pictures of electrical supplies in my office. We'll use we'll use this. Okay, so we take a picture. You can take an unlimited number of pictures for a particular item. So if you've got them 30 foot tall and you've got and you've got 15 stacks, fine, then take as many pictures as you need. Uh, so multiple pictures, you do save and another. Uh, Depending on network and how many pictures you're taking, it will take a few seconds for those pictures to upload. Can't really do anything about that and without decreasing the resolution of the picture, which makes it harder to identify boxes of stuff when you're looking at it the end of the day. So it's kind of just be patient. It's not that bad, but it's not millisecond. So we take another picture. Okay, 2 pictures is enough. Then we select done. That will upload all the pictures to the backend database and bring us back to here. And you would go through all of the items on the order each and until you're completed. And then you'll see there are no more items to check in for that order. At that point, you can clear, scan, and do the next set. All right. The next bit is the ship process. This is once all the orders have been checked, the quantities are right, all the notes have been taken, all the pictures have been taken, and they go to shrink wrap it. Then the number is put in again. All right, extra confirmation of where it's going to and what the PO is. And now the checker can go ahead and take pictures of the pallets that are about to be put on the truck and mark it shipped. In this case, we're going to take a picture of my wall. There. And as I said, multiple pictures, and then save and done. All right. And now that has been marked shipped. So the entire process has been done for that order. And the final bit that would be done normally would be for Ash, and that would be the auditing process. This can be done of one of two ways. The audit program is a little eccentric in its operation because it's used for quality checks and debugging of the program as well as just for Ash to audit. But so it's got some extra features there that might not be strictly needed just for auditing. So this can just like the other screens, you can scan a number in, or you can select all the orders for a particular day. So we're going to do a specific one and just scan an order number, assuming that come on. Okay, so you scan it, the order comes up. Up here, you're going to see the branch that was supposed to be pulled from. Order status is always going to be viewed if you're viewing it right now or if you viewed it previously. Looking at the interface, it's going to show you the items. It's going to show how many picks are on each item. It's going to show what the original count was, whether what the count actually ended up being. The very last letter there, the C on order items, that is a status because you can audit an order and it still hasn't been picked or checked or shipped yet. So, so this once again, because this is a multi-purpose tool. So the C is a visual confirmation that yeah, this order has gone through the complete process because the items are checked. If you want to see the pictures for the items, you tap on pics. It says there's 2 pics. The gallery comes up, and it's going to show the thumbnails of the images. If you tap on them, they get larger. Um, so you've got pretty good resolution there. And then there's the other one. And okay, the way the gallery works, the images can't be zoomed, but on a 10-inch screen, they're pretty good. So I can't imagine anyone will have any problem identifying. If they do, not much we can do about it. That's kind of the limitations of the hardware platform. Okay, so those have been viewed. It was supposed to be 5. They pulled 5. I looked at the picture, looks like 5. Okay, that's done. Now let me then up here on the branch or the order at the top, you see there's one pick that shows up on here. If we do that, that is going to represent the picture of the palletized materials. And we've got that. And so we're done with that. And that particular order has been viewed. When you're done with that, you hit clear and you would do the next order number. If you wish to look at a series of orders for a particular day and select them out, then you go in this load date entry field here and put in year, month, day. In this case, we're going to pick on 26-02-18. Okay, you can see you've got buttons here for branch 1, branch 2, branch 3. Since this program is really only intended to be used on branch 2, it defaults to branch 2, but it can be used on the other 2 branches. But the default is branch 2. You do load date. We'll move this here, and here you can see all the orders for branch 2 in order number for that date. You'll see next to the view button an N, that is the status button, saying all these are unpicked orders. They're all new orders. If they were picked, they'd show P. If they were checked, they'd show C. If they were shipped, they'd show S. And so, as I said, multi-purpose auditing. Ordinarily, if someone 2 days later was looking at something from 2 days ago for branch 2, they shouldn't be seeing any orders that are status N. They should all should be either shipped or V for already previously viewed. On items that are previously viewed, the view button will turn yellow if you go to scan them again. Anyway, so say we pick this first one, order 45861, and view it. And here we have, and that'll show us the status. Once again, these are status N new. These haven't been picked yet because we're testing the software. Otherwise, they would show status C. Same thing, it's going to show pictures, gallery. Right now it's showing all pictures 0 because this hasn't been processed fully. But that is how the audit order part of this works. And clear when done, and you do the next day or the next whatever. All right. The very last function on here is maintenance, and this is the oh fuck section. Because humans be human, shit happens. So you may have to go back and reverse a step on an order or the items of an order in order to redo something, retake the pictures, or fix the order in some way. Once again, we'd see if we can get this darn scanner to work again. Okay, and here's the process that we originally did. So this thing had already been checked in. Let's say that somehow we fucked it up. Somehow, despite 3 checks and scanning the barcode and all that, they still got the wrong one. We want to reverse it, pull the right ones, put the old ones back. So we switched to maintenance mode, and you'll see status checked. So here I can switch it back to picked mode, and now they can go back through the picking process. And so that's how you fix an OFUC, and you can return things back to the previous state and continue onward In this case, you'd go back to picked, scan it, and go through it as normal. And as best as we can tell, the program seems to be functioning properly. Next week, we do tests on it and hopefully roll it out. Thank you for your attention.